What is up, obscure tech folks? It's your boy Blue, or Bark. Starts with a B, both of them. I took a chance on something, and I probably should have known better. It happens. Sometimes you see something, you're like, is it too good to be true? Is this smartphone's too good to be true? Smartphones, there's multiple smartphones in this box. That's a lie. It's a lie. Let me show you what I bought. And yep, I bought this. It is the SANSHREUNI C22 Ultra, 6 gigabyte RAM, 256 gigs storage, dual SIM unlocked, 5G, 6.8, G5, 6.8 inch Android 13. Very important. Android 13. So we've got a 6,000 milliamp battery, 24 and 48 megapixel cameras, mobile phone, fingerprint, lock, and Face ID smartphone. $150. I paid a little more than that, I think. I think I paid like $155 or something like that. And I thought, is it too good to be true? I mean, that look at the specs here are pretty impressive for the price. If that's what we get. AMOLED, 5K, 2K, 5K, it says on here on the back of the phone. I could have got this in a black model, a green model, or a really pretty rose color, which I was, honest to God, tempted to do. Let's take a look at it. I got it today, and I was like, you know what, $150. If these specs are true and it's really Android 13, I don't expect the camera to be much. I don't. But a 6,000 milliamp battery, like, this could be a battery warrior. It could be an all-day, 2-day, 3-day champion, and we wouldn't have known unless I got the smartphones for you guys to check out. Let's go ahead and begrudgingly take a look at what's in the box and then play around with it. That's what she said. Still recording? Yes. Okay, so inside the smartphones box, we are going to get some stuff. Oh dear. Okay. I'm not going to get to the phone quite yet. It's in some bubble wrap. That's okay. We've got a SIM pin to punch out our SIM card. I'm going to need that, actually. Let's put that where I can see it. We have a USB A to C cable of the cheapest variety. You can tell by, in my opinion, you can tell by the plastic around the USB-C port. It just looks molded and crappy and not good. Not good looking. Then we've got a charger that will not come out. Dang, they don't want you to use this. Come on. Wow. Really? Like, for realsies? What if I want to send this back? I don't want to damage the box. Okay, we get a USB-A. Indicates it's a 3.0, because it's blue. This weighs, nothing. Like marshmallow. Weighs the same as a marshmallow. What else we got? Ooh. Okay, this is kind of cool. We've got a USB-C headset. That's actually, it feels cheap. Don't get me wrong. It looks cheap, but that's kind of cool. Like a USB earbud set. That's not terrible. Let's save the phone for last. We're going to save the phone for last. All right, we've got a screen protector. Looks like a frosted screen protector, and it's really it's barely on a sheet of plastic. God, this is not inspiring confidence at all. We've got a mobile manual, and we've got a gel style clear case. We'll throw that on at some point. Oh, look. Man, and you get a what weighs about the same as a postage stamp stylus. Ugh. All right. The phone. Let's unbox, unwrap, everything. All right. So it does. I got the green version. Very reflective. AMOLED 2K 45 watt Bunch of cameras. I assume some are fake. We've got a screen protector already installed. We've got some bezel at the bottom there for sure. I did unbox this earlier, and something I noticed was the volume rocker here is like a hump. It's got like a hump on it. So yeah, we got this really humped volume rocker. Like seriously, it is arched like a bow. This thing's a fingerprint magnet already as well. I charged this for a good long while and only got to 30-some%. The power button also feels super cheap and janky. I mean, that is the sound of the plastic on the phone. It is as cheap as they come. It just does not feel good at all. It feels super plasticky. That being said, let's rock and roll. God, that feels really bad. That power button is the worst power button I think I've ever felt. Oh, we got a little welcome here. Welcome to the phone. You can now see the bezels. Very thick. I mean, they're not terrible. They're like, track phone thick. Very track phone-ish. We do have a USB-C port there on the bottom, by the way. I'll go through some of this while we're doing all this good stuff. USB-C port. We've got, like I said, the volume rocker and the power port, power button. Nothing really on the top. On the side, we've only got a SIM tray. What we got there? We're going to turn the lights down so we can get the proper effect here. The screen is, it's not terrible. It's also not good. It looks like a 720p screen. It says we have a new SD card detected. That's interesting. All right, we got some bloatware right off the bat. We have Spotify, calculator, videos, FM radio, sound recorder, all that stuff, all on the home page. I charged it for like an hour and a half. We're at 37%. Got some Wi-Fi enabled. Again, the screen. Oh, man. That's the sound of the screen. I'm pretty sure that screen is plastic. That's so bad. Okay, no, we have no slide up app drawer. We've got Facebook already loaded and all kinds of other junk. Is that everything? Ugh. Woof. Okay. Let's take a look into the settings. We've got that new SD card detected. We'll go ahead and click use as internal storage. Formatting the SD card. I have not put an SD card in this. It wasn't me. It's going to let us move anything that's on the phone over. That's nice. Oh, God. It was kilobytes that we were moving over, by the way, and it took that long. All right. Settings. This does not look like Android 13 at all. Flashlight. Audio profiles. Rotate airplane mode. Data hotspot. Wi-Fi. Ugh, man. Settings. That is not Android 13 unless it's skinned with like an older Android. System. About phone. Updater. Status. Legal. C22. CPU. Qualcomm SM8550. Does say 6 gigs RAM, 256 gigs storage. Android version 10. Can we update? Updater? Oh, God, you know that updater. Checking for updates. The current version is the latest, not found the new version. So, we've already got a big old lie. This is not Android 13. This is Android 10. We already have a means to just say, to heck with this thing. I will say it's kind of snappy as far as like the performance goes. Not snappy in like a really good way. Just, it's not the worst thing I've ever used. It does work so far. All right, so we've logged into the Play Store, and I've noticed that scrolling is terribly, it is just not smooth at all. Look at the how it just hangs up when you, that's really bad. Really bad. I mean, you can't even really look at the refresh rate because it doesn't respond quick enough to do so. Good luck scrolling through, lots of stuff with this. It's just not going to happen. Let's download something, I guess like TikTok, just see how fast we can get a download, an install on it. .90. I know a lot of this is dependent on the Wi-Fi, but at the same time, I want to see how fast it'll open. My Wi-Fi is definitely faster than this, so this isn't looking real great. It's kind of weak. God, this thing's... I didn't expect a lot for $150, folks, but for 6 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, and what claims to be a Qualcomm processor, taking a long time to install a 95 megabyte app. I can already say this is probably going to be difficult to use. Not going to be an easy thing to walk around and use on a daily basis. I could probably read you guys a story while this is installing. Now, granted, it might be installing to whatever SD card it says it's got. I don't even want to wait. What are we waiting for? I'll go back and check it in a minute. So let's see about this storage. Check this out. So we've got internal storage of 256 and SD card of 115 gigs. Really? So it came with a 115 gig SD card in it? We're going to have to, we'll have to open that up and check it out. We're still installing, folks. This is pitiful. I don't know how much more we even need to do here. This is bad. I'm kind of shocked it's got a camera notch, honestly. Look at that. This certainly feels like 10 years old. Google. Search the new Shure SM7DB because I got that on the Obscure Mics channel right now. All right, we got a little less hang up here in scrolling the web. Still not great. It's okay. Let's use this SIM pin and let's see if that SD card's really in there. Wow. So we do have the SD card. It does say it is 128 gigs. So that is a little surprise. Now it also said it was 5G. So I'm going to take my 5G T-Mobile phone here. I'm going to take the SIM card out. We're going to throw it in the SANSHREUNI and see if it's 5G. And I got 5G reception where I'm at. If it is 5G, we should have no problem. So in trying to get the SIM card to work, which is showing 0 signal, unfortunately settings has stopped when I try to go in and set up the cell service. So I guess we'll restart it. I've restarted the phone and the settings app just will not work. I go into the SIM toolkit to see if maybe that could do something. SIM toolkit is not ready or unsupported. And let me remind you that on this listing, when you scroll down here, we've got 5G unlock cell phone, compatible with multiple carriers, 5G LTE, T-Mobile, Metro, Mint, but for some reason does not work with AT&T, Cricket, or, Verizon, Sprint Boost. But it specifically says T-Mobile, and that's what I have. So the jig is up here. This is not working. I'm not getting a cell phone signal. I'm not getting anything. Let's check out the cameras before we go, because that should be good and comical. Okay, so here's the front-facing camera. And, man, let's just go to the rear-facing camera. This is just bad stuff. I think you get the idea here that this is just 1,000,000% not worth $150 even. It's not worth $99. It's not worth $59. I would dare to say it's not worth $29. This is way, way, way too good to be true. This is a pitiful device. This is a 100% pitiful device. We'll try again. I'll try another one. I mean, it's going to have to be a little more promising than this. The specs are what got me on this. Like, ooh, look at those specs. Too good to be true? Absolutely too good to be true. There's something way off here. Maybe it's just the crappy processor. Maybe it's the really bad version of Android 10, which it says Android 13. This whole listing is a lie. The whole damn thing, besides the RAM and the storage and the bonus of an SD card. Shocker. Why include it? Is that how they get you to be like, well, maybe I'll keep it? It came with a 128 gig SD card. No. Don't buy it. Don't keep it. Don't break it. Send the shit back. Don't even think about keeping it or gifting it to anyone. This was $150. My daily driver, which is a Samsung A71, I got this for like $150. It's been months ago, and it is an older phone, but it just wipes the floor with this other one. Actually, every phone I've ever had, including a Samsung S10e, which of course it's going to wipe the floor with it, but everything wipes the floor with it. But I've had junky Alcatel phones from Cricket that wipe the floor with this thing. This is probably the worst phone I've ever used. Period. So SANSHREUNI, it's not happening. Not happening. So this is going back. Normally I would never do that. I would never pull the cheat code of like buy, review, send back. I've never done it actually, but I'm not going to waste $150 on this. I'm not even going to gift it. That would be a detriment to somebody's life if I gifted this to someone. That would be like playing a cruel joke on somebody. So this thing's going back. Absolutely pathetic excuse for a smartphones. Obscure Tech. I'll see you guys next time, just in case you were wondering about this phone. Now you know. Peace out.